Thanks for tuning in to Red Belt Radio. The following episode is scheduled for one fall. I'm Jason, and this show is dedicated to World Wonder Ring Stardom. Today I'm covering the aftermath of the Cinderella Tournament's second round, which took place on March 10th, 2024, and specifically the backstage comments of Stardom wrestler Mirai of God's Eye, who seemed to strongly imply that she would not be staying with Stardom and could even be departing around the same time as Stardom wrestler Giulia. There is a bit of context to go over as we study the curious case of Mirai in 2024, but for now, here is a translated and paraphrased quote from a recent Tokyo Sports article addressing Mirai's cryptic statements. A link to this article can be found in the description below. According to Tokyo Sports, Mirai said, "I don't have a lot of time. I want to think about what I need to do here and now and act accordingly." We're going to look closely at Mirai's booking and presence in Stardom over the past few months and sort out how realistic her exit from Stardom actually could be. If you find these transmissions valuable, please give this a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. The following contains heavy spoilers for the 2024 Cinderella Tournament's opening round and second round from March 9th and March 10th, respectively. The trajectory of Mirai's career in Stardom has seen a number of drastic changes since Taro Okada was announced as president on November 20th, 2023. On December 2nd at Nagoya Big Winter, Mirai was on the losing team in a 6-person tag match, and shortly afterwards, we learned that Saori Ano of Cosmic Angels would be getting an immediate rematch as a challenger for Mirai's Wonder of Stardom title. I bring this up because it has always struck me as odd. Challengers getting an immediate rematch are pretty rare, and with the information we have now, I can't help wondering if this was a mandate by President Okada in a campaign to get Mirai out of the white belt picture. According to CageMatch, over the course of Mirai's next 9 matches, only 2 involved Mirai's team winning, while 5 involved Mirai's team losing, and another 2 were time limit draws. Following this string of matches, we of course witnessed Mirai lose her Wonder of Stardom championship to Saori Ano on December 29th at Stardom Dream Queendom. The correlation here is that after Okada became president, Mirai's match record and status as a top fighter experienced a noticeable decline. With that being said, there is evidence to the contrary, as Mirai became an Artist of Stardom champion alongside Shuri and Ami Sourei on January 3rd, 2024 in the Triangle Derby Finals. There are any number of explanations for why this happened, however, and many of them don't involve Stardom having any long-term plans for Mirai specifically. Fast forwarding to the February 25th show in Utsunomiya, Mirai was pinned in very surprising fashion by Koguma, someone who typically would not be expected to have such success, let alone on a show of this caliber. And this brings us to the current situation of the Cinderella Tournament, where on March 10th, despite being the 2-time defending Cinderella winner, Mirai lost her first and only match of this year's tournament by pinfall of all things, not a top rope elimination, and was taken out of the tournament picture completely. This occurred on the same night that Giulia was herself dethroned, losing her New Japan Women's Strong title to Stephanie Vaquer. I say this because Giulia's loss seemed so clearly motivated by her upcoming departure from Stardom. Can we also infer that Mirai's loss was for a similar reason? Mirai went on to give her comments backstage, which ended with the quote that I will reiterate. "I don't have a lot of time. I want to think about what I need to do here and now and act accordingly." I'm not sure what else this could be referencing if we think about Mirai as a character. The clock isn't really ticking for her in a conceivable way that has anything to do with her faction or with any of the other contexts of the matches she's had or the rivalries she's had. So I think this is a message intended for her fans and for the fans of Stardom itself. I think this is Mirai telling us that she is leaving Stardom, and likely not long after Julia does the same. Mirai has no shows currently booked in America, and her only major connection with Stardom as a whole is the Artist of Stardom Championship. If and when that goes, we could very well be seeing the end. It's not bold to make the assumption that ROSSY OGAWA had a strong, positive opinion of Mirai. In a short amount of time with the company, she challenged for the red belt, won the Cinderella tournament, made the finals of multiple other tournaments, including a second Cinderella win, before winning the Goddess belts and the white belt with little space in between those two. Now, things seem to be quite different, and when we take into account Mirai's recent statement, it's hard to deny that the possibility of her leaving Stardom is not to be taken lightly. I think Mirai has been a very entertaining, very dedicated, and very positive person, a great addition to the world of Stardom as a whole. And whether she stays or goes, whatever it is she has planned for her future, I hope that she can be happy doing so. What do you think about Mirai's recent match results and recent comments? Have you noticed anything else about her actions or statements that you think might indicate what her future holds? Who do you think will be the next person to make a statement along these lines? If you found this transmission valuable, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Thanks for listening to Red Belt Radio.